My name is Greg Justice, and I am the owner and founder of AYC, and I'm honored to have you join me today to talk about some of my favorite equipment from Life Pro Fitness. Now, we're also going to talk about the word vitality. Vitality, yes, whether you're 40, 60, 80 years of age or older, I want you to have vitality throughout your life. Now, in the dictionary, the word vitality is defined as the state of being strong and active, energy, and that's what I want for each and every one of you to have throughout your entire life. Now, I am 60 years young, and I'm going to share with you some of the successful aging techniques that I have found throughout the years. Now, I also want to talk to you a little bit about why I enjoy working with Life Pro Fitness so much. Now, I have been in the fitness industry for 4 decades. That's a long, long time. And I live a very active lifestyle. I love to lift heavy weights, and I love to flip heavy tires. And I also, believe it or not, I like to fly. Now, what does that mean? What do you mean you like to fly? Well, I'm also in training to be the oldest athlete to complete a course on the TV show American Ninja Warrior. That's what my current goal is. And when you're training for things like that, it takes a whole lot of grip strength, forearm strength, shoulder, core, from top to bottom. So if you think about it, the human body has more than 650 muscles in the body. The key is we want to use as many of those muscles as we can. Believe it or not, in the hands alone, you have more than 30 muscles. I'm going to show you some of the techniques that I use to get ready before and then calm my muscles down after a workout. We're going to do all of that. I'm also going to take you through a sample workout on this wonderful vibration plate, which is the Rumble X Pro. So with that being said, I want to welcome you today and thank you for joining me, because the Life Pro community is all about you. And I want you to remember that. Now, probably in the past, you've been disappointed by fitness equipment that makes promises that they rarely, if ever, keep. A lot of times, they'll sell you something and then have no back-end support. Life Pro Fitness is different. The Life Pro community is a strong, vibrant community, and again, it's all about you. So remember that as we go through today and as you are introduced to this wonderful equipment that I am so pleased to represent and show you today. Now, I'm going to talk about 4 different pieces of equipment specifically. The Life Pro Fitness line is amazingly long. They have so much equipment. Quite frankly, I wouldn't have time in one day to go through all of it. So I'm just going to introduce you to 4 pieces today. First of all, the Rumble X Pro, which you see right here. The mini massage ball. My favorite little Dyna mini massage gun. And of course, this wonderful Sonic Pro massage gun. So we're going to talk a little bit about each of these, and then I'm going to show you how I use them in my actual workouts before and after, and a little bit during as we use the Rumble X Pro. Now, let's start with the Rumble X Pro. As you can see right here, it is a wonderful unit that is very, very solid. Now, vibration training actually goes back, believe it or not, to the 1800s. Now, you may think that vibration training is something new, but actually, I have been building home gyms for the last 30 plus years. And I put my first vibration plate in a home probably close to 20 plus years ago. Now, the problem back then was that they cost, I think it was $8,000 to $10,000 way back then. The wonderful thing that Life Pro Fitness has done is to create units that are affordable that you can put in your home or your gym. It's effective, it is strong and solid, and comes with an amazing 100% lifetime warranty. So you never have to worry about something going wrong, because let me tell you, the Life Pro support team is amazing. 100% lifetime guarantee. Now, the Rumble X Pro is going to supercharge your workout with its whole body and multi-directional vibrations. As you work out, these vibrations activate and engage muscles from head to toe, accelerating muscle contractions to help you build strength faster. Yes, faster. It's an amazing, amazing dynamic. Now, you're also going to enjoy the benefits of a rehabilitation session from your own home. The Rumble X Pro calms the nervous system, greatly improves the bone density, and strengthens your core for greater balance. And let me tell you, as we age, balance is critical to successful aging. Now, its therapeutic vibrations improve blood circulation. It helps protect your nerves and bones, and even, believe it or not, helps to repair old injuries and loosen stiff, tight joints. It's going to provide you with lasting pain relief and greater range of motion as you progress through your sessions. The Rumble X Pro is the #1 platform for a complete 4D workout. Now, that term may sound a little foreign to you. What do I mean when I use the term 4D? Well, other vibrating platforms feature either an oscillatory movement, which is up and down, or a lateral movement, which is side to side, or maybe a combination of both. Now, these specific vibrations have been found to stimulate muscle growth and help develop core strength when used in conjunction with exercise. And I'm actually going to take you through a sample exercise session so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, 4D is a combination of these movements plus a pulsating movement that eases your nervous system and helps with recovery. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Now, it actually has speed settings from 1 to 60. It gives you an incredible workout that targets every muscle from your head to your toes. So whether you're looking for an amazing upper body workout, a lower body workout, or your core, this is the piece of equipment that will help you accomplish those very goals. Now, another really, really cool feature of the Rumble X Pro is that it comes with a complete workout library. And all you need to do is log into Life Pro, and there's an entire free workout platform that you can watch videos of several different workouts, many different workouts, to help you achieve your personal fitness goals. That's right. It's also amazingly easy to move. It's very portable because it's on wheels. All you have to do is lift and it rolls right to wherever you're taking it. It's a great, great piece of equipment. Very, very portable. Now, the next cool thing about it is how quiet it is. It is almost whisper quiet. The only noise you're going to hear when you use the Rumble X Pro is the noise that you decide you want to hear. The really cool feature is that it also comes with a built-in Bluetooth. And let me show you how that works. I've got my cell phone here, I've attached it to the Bluetooth component. So we turn the Live Pro unit on. Make sure we've got this in. There we go. Get this set up here. Listen to this music. How about that? How many vibration plates do you know that have a built-in Bluetooth? So again, the whisper quiet. Let me turn it on and let you hear. Can you even hear that? It's amazing how quiet it is. And we're going to, again, go through a workout here. So the only noise you're going to hear is the noise you decide that you want to hear. I'll turn this back on when we do the sample workout. So now, do you hear the vibration? It is so incredibly quiet. So that is the Rumble X Pro vibration plate. And again, I'm going to take you through a cool sample session of that here in just a little bit. But I also want to show you some of the other tools that I use before and after a workout. First of all, let me show you my portable unit, all right? This is the Dyna Mini Massage Gun. This is the piece of equipment that I keep in my gym bag because of its portable size. I mean, check this out. This pint-sized powerhouse harnesses an amazing kick. And what's really cool about it is it's about the size of a cell phone. Put it right in your pocket if you want. But again, then this is the unit that I keep in my travel bag that I travel with when I travel across the country doing speaking engagements, or take to my outside gym when I'm training for the American Ninja Warrior. Now I'm going to show you some of the different ways that I warm up, because when I train for the hanging from the ceiling, doing all of that upper body flying stuff for the American Ninja Warrior program, I use a couple of different heads on the massage unit. Now again, this little unit is so amazing, and it weighs about a pound, maybe just a little more than a pound. And also the battery life can go up to 16 hours per charge. And the cool thing is, it's just a regular USB-C charger. So, you know, it's nothing, no special charge apparatus. It just plugs right into your basic USB-C charger. Now, it's as simple as pushing the button here, turning it on, and then it'll give you 4 levels of intensity. So the way I use this one before I work out, and I'm going to give you an example of as I prepare for a American Ninja Warrior workout session. And my gym doesn't have that equipment. My personal training center does not. My demographic is skewed a little bit older and not really toward that active type of exercise. So I have to go off-site to another gym for that type of training. When I go there, again, this is the unit that I travel. I don't know if you can even hear it. It's so whisper quiet. I always start with the flat head. Let me turn this off and show you. In fact, I'm going to show you the 2 main heads that I use, and then I'll explain why. So I use the flat head here, and then I use the round, little softer head. First of all, I always like to use this flat one on my forearms because, as I mentioned earlier, your hands have about 30 muscles in them, right? And it's important to warm up those muscles just as much as it is to loosen your hamstrings or quads or shoulders, right? You don't understand the importance of those hand muscles. I want to make sure that I really, really get that through so you understand the importance of that. Now, there's actual research that there's correlation between grip strength and longevity. Grip strength and longevity. I don't have time to go into all of the science behind that today, But if you start to look that up, you'll start to see what I'm talking about. So as we age, grip strength is actually an indicator of longevity. It's also helpful in preventing heart attacks and recovery from diseases like cancer. Think about that. A strong grip can help you recover from cancer, can help prevent heart disease, and can help with longevity. That's why I love the type of training that I do at the American Ninja Warrior Gym. Now, your grip strength, also those muscles in the hands, start to activate kind of from the forearms. So I always start with my Dynamini. I'm going to turn it on here, and I'll take it up to, I always take it up to number 4. I like that intensity. And then I just run it along those muscles in the forearms. And what's cool about this is when you feel an area that may be a little tender or may need a little extra attention, you can just hold it on there and start to work those knots right out. But I just go through a nice warm up and stay away from the top of the bone. You want to stay off the bone and stay on kind of the meat, the muscle. A lot of people have issues with tennis or golf elbow, tendonitis. You can really help loosen that up. And as you can see, I just kind of work my way around the circumference of my forearm. And then I work it up into the biceps and triceps region. Again, if you find an area that needs a little extra attention, you just hold it on there. And I'm going through this a little faster than I normally would. Then I also go up into the shoulders, down into the chest area, and then over to the back of the upper torso. Now, you don't want to go too high on your neck with the massage gun. And again, you don't want to go right on top of the bone. Keep it on the meat or the muscle. So once I have done both sides with the flat head, I pop that flat head off, and I go to that softer round head. Attach it on there, start it back up, and then I take it right into the palm of my hand. And I like to grip it. Not real tight, I'm just taking it around there towards vibrating all those muscles through the hand, into the fingers. And then I bring it right over into that area between the thumb and the forefinger. Again, I'm staying off of the bones. I'm just hitting right in that meat area. All up and down the fingers, into the hands, on the inside and the outside, getting them nice and loose, preparing them for the activity that is about to come. Now, the cool thing is that I use the massage guns for not only before I work out, but also for the recovery portion afterwards, because it's amazing with how it helps release that lactic acid out and helps you relax and rejuvenate your body. I think a lot of people don't understand the importance of recovery as it relates to the overall big picture of successful aging through exercise. So I want you to make sure you understand the importance not only of the exercise program that we're going to do, but the regimented warm-up, and then equally important, the recovery phase after you've worked out, because that's where real fitness occurs, is after you've worked out and what you do in that time frame after you've worked out. And that includes certainly good nutrition, but also massage, right? Okay, so now that's my Dynamini. I'm going to show you my Sonic Plus percussion massage gun as well. And I love the packaging. This is also fairly portable, but again, it's not nearly as portable as my Dynamini massage gun. Now, take a look here at all these amazing attachments. I mean, you couldn't ask for a more thorough presentation of equipment here. I use this not only on myself, but my clients absolutely love this gun. Now, this one is the real deal. It is a solid, heavy-duty massage gun, the Sonic Plus. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit about some of the things I do with this one. Now, again, I use this one mainly at my own gym here. You could travel with this one, but when you compare the sizes, you can see why I use the Dyna Mini as my travel unit. But this is still pretty portable relative to a lot of the massage guns out there. Now, the Life Pro Sonic Plus is a high-intensity massage gun, right? This allows for deep tissue massage that penetrates into your muscles and fascia, providing direct relief where it is sorely needed most. My clients love it when they see me break this unit out. And it comes before the workout and through their recovery stage. It includes so many different interchangeable heads that there's something for everyone. I'm going to show you a couple of examples. The two that I use the most on this one, including the flathead, so I should say the three I use the most, are the round head, and I use this one down on the, let me back up a little bit so you can see, down on the shin area, the meat of the shin area, because it can go nicely on either side of the bone. Also, you can go up and down your spine with this. Of course, you can't do it yourself, so I would use this on my clients as we work our way up and down, loosening up through their spine. But the heads that I use most are those three. There are so many other ones that are very effective too. I'm just kind of giving you an example of the ones that I use most. This is an amazing unit. And I also want you to remember, we're officially in the holiday season now, right? Today, as I shoot this, it's Black Friday. That's why I'm wearing black, right? I want you to go to lifeprofitness.com. And if you want a gift that keeps on giving day after day, year after year, you're going to the right place if you go to lifeprofitness.com. And they've got some Black Friday sales. So make sure you do that as soon as possible. This is the real deal. Now, one last piece of equipment that I want to show you. For self-care, this is wonderful because it helps me get to areas that I can't reach with my massage gun, right? It's hard to get through my back. It's kind of awkward, right? But what you can do with this mini massage ball, and there are two different levels of intensity. I don't know if you can even hear it. It's so quiet. There's the level 1. And there's level 2. So let me show you what I use this for. Now, I've got a mat on my wall because when it's just against a regular wall, it can kind of vibrate the wall a little bit. So I have a mat on my wall that I use. And I just put it here on my back, and I find the spot that most needs it. And again, I don't know if you can even hear it. It is so quiet. It's amazing for your lower back. You can also do it on the ground, getting through those tight areas of the hips. I'm actually going to show you some of the hip vibration exercises that I do after I take you through a sample workout. So again, this is just very versatile to help you reach those areas that you otherwise couldn't reach with your massage gun. So again, those are the 4 pieces of equipment that we're talking about today that I would use on a regular basis in virtually every one of my workouts. Now, I want to start with taking you through a morning flow series that I do. I'm going to take you through the beginning parts of it that I used to do just on the ground. And it's just a nice, steady flow cycle to kind of get my day started out right. It's just a nice deep breathing pattern with some deep squats. But what's cool is that I've recently added that cycle with the Life Pro, or the Rumble X Pro from Life Fitness. Now, I'm going to turn this on. And I'm going to take the speed. If you remember, I told you earlier that it goes from 1 to 60. Okay, so for my first early morning cycle, I'm going to start it at about 30. So we're going to go about halfway up to the full intensity. It's also important to remember that the closer your feet are or your hands are on the Life Pro Rumble X, the closer your hands and feet are, the less intensity or the less energy going through your body. The wider your feet or your hands are, the more intense the workout is. So I'm going to take this up to about level 30. It's so quiet. It's so quiet. Now, I'm going to take you through just a little bit of that morning flow series. It's also important to go ahead and turn the unit on before you step on. Okay, so I've got the unit on. I've got it set to 30. I'll step into the middle. And then I go into my wide stance. Now, from here, I'm going to soften my knees a little bit. You don't want to hyperextend. I'm going to drop my chin to my chest. I'll take a deep breath overhead. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. From here, I go into a hip hinge. So I push my bottom back so my knees don't go in front of my toes. I drop my bottom all the way down as far as I can, and you'll notice I've got my elbows between my knees, pushing them out. I'm looking straight ahead, and then I'm going to drop my chin. I'm going to take another deep breath up, arms over the head, leaning forward. As I exhale, I bring the arms back to the side, and I come about halfway up. Head up, chest up, hold for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then I work it right back down into that deep squat position. And I would do that 3 to 5 times, and then work it all the way up, bring my feet together, and then step it off. So what I've done that first thing in the morning is to get the juices flowing from head to toe. Get that nervous system involved early on. Get all those, remember I talked about it earlier, there's more than 650 muscles in your body. Why not use as many of them as we can? And why not start the day doing it? So that's just a little bit of the morning flow routine that I like to use. And again, remember, this is for not only successful aging, but this is also for good, solid sports performance or just everyday life functional performance. You want to be able to move effectively throughout your day and throughout your life. So let me turn this off. We're going to talk a little bit about the next step. Now, after a warm-up, we get to work out, right? So I have already warmed up before we started this today, so I'm all ready to go. And I showed you a little bit about how I warm up, again, specific to the nature of the exercise I'm doing. I showed you a little bit about how I warm up when I do my American Ninja Warrior training. And now I'm going to take you through a very basic full body upper, lower, and core routine. I'm going to take you through 6 exercises. I'm going to take you through an upper body pushing movement with the push-ups. And again, we're going to use the Rumble X Pro here. From the push-ups, we're going to go to the lower body, and we'll do a squat exercise. And we're going to do these each for 30 seconds, and then we'll allow for 12 seconds to transition to the next movement. So we'll go 30 seconds of push-ups, transition for 12 seconds, get ready for the squats. From the squats, we'll do an upper body pulling motion, and that's where we'll use the bands that attach to the side. And since we have done an upper body pushing motion, we need to balance that out with an upper body pulling motion. So you can see it's a kind of what they call a cable crossover, but these are resistance bands. So we'll call it a resistance band crossover. As I squeeze my shoulder blades back and together and down, I'm balancing out all of that upper body pushing motion that we did with the push-ups earlier. From there, we'll put those to the side. We'll bring our feet in. And then one leg at a time, I'm going to do what's called a back lunge with a knee lift. Back lunge with a knee lift. And then I'll switch to the other side. And then to finish it out, we'll do an abdominal exercise, a core exercise, by sitting on the plate and bicycling my legs while I lean slightly back. Now, it may look simple, but when you add that vibration into it, you're having to work all of those stabilizing muscles that you don't really think about. You'll be amazed at how much more energy expenditure has to take place when you use the vibration plate. So we're ready to do a little bit of workout, right? We're going to do a 30-12 6 exercise circuit. I'll just do one round today, but the cool thing about it is once you do those 6 exercises, you could rest a minute, get your drink of water, catch your breath, and then do it again up to 3 or 4 more times for a quick 20 to 30 minute workout. And again, another cool thing about it is, let's say you've only got 5 or 10 minutes before you need to get in the shower and get to an important meeting. That's okay. Go ahead and do 1 or 2 rounds. That's fine. A 5 or 10 minute workout in the morning, if that's all the time you've got, do it. Do it. That's all you need, right? Those intense, fast, quick workouts are so beneficial. And it's so much better. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, if I can't get an hour in, it's not worth doing. That is the furthest thing from the truth. And I'm going to give you an example of one of those quick cycles here right now. So, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to start it at a 30 out of 60. So it goes from 1 to 60 on the vibration scale. I'm going to put it at about 30. I'm going to turn some music on with that Bluetooth option so you can listen in with me. See what we've got here. Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm a product of the 60s and 70s, right? So whenever I turn my music on, you're going to hear something usually from the 1970s. That's what we got on right now. But we're going to turn the power plate on. The Life Pro Rumble X Pro. We are ready to rock it. Another cool thing is I've got a workout timer that I use that will go right through the Bluetooth and tell me when to start and when to finish. So I'm going to give it 5 seconds to get it started, and then we'll do a 30-second cycle. Set this at 30. There we go. Now we're ready. You'll hear this. 3, 2, 1. And just a nice, steady pace. You can see all the vibration going on. My entire core is having to engage. This is basically a moving plank. And the energy expenditure is so much greater than just doing a regular push-up. Almost there. One more. And then we'll come all the way up. And again, we've got 12 seconds to make the transition. I'll step in the middle, take it out wide, set my shoulders down and back, and we'll do a nice squat. And again, take a look. You'll see that as I go down, I'm doing a hip hinge to push my bottom back. That allows me to protect my knees so they don't shoot out in front of the toes. We're almost there. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to step in, grab my bands, cross it over, go wide, and squeeze those shoulder blades. Squeeze. And again, you'll notice I've got that good hip hinge where I've got my bottom pushed back. My knees are not in front of my toes. I'm squeezing those shoulder blades together as I pull up. Bouncing out the push-ups. And we'll bring it in. Put those to the side. We'll start with the right foot on. And I'll step back and forward. So now I'm really having to think about balance as I go through that range of motion.
Halfway.
Never sacrifice form. Steady pace. And all the way down. Take a deep breath. Other foot up. And then we're going to step that opposite leg. Down. And up. Down. And up. It's so much more challenging when you've got that vibration. Almost there. Last one. All the way down. Shake it out a little bit. Now we're going to sit down. We'll bring those legs up. And we're going to bicycle, leaning back. All those core muscles all around that torso are fired up.
Halfway.
15 seconds to go. Nice and steady pace. Go. And
Session complete.
all the way up. Now, so there's an example of a 30-12 6 exercise circuit. Now my heart's pumping pretty good. The energy expenditure, because of the vibration, is so much greater. So many more muscles kicking in, activating to assist through that process. It's an amazing, amazing unit. And I encourage you to try the Rumble X Pro. That's my favorite one. It's a great, great unit. Now, I'm going to again show you the ease of mobility. It lifts right up and it's on rollers. So it just rolls right out of the way so easily. Now I've got two different surfaces here, the rubber and then the carpet, so it's a little awkward there, but it rolls easily on each, the carpet and the rubber. So you just move it out of the way, it's portable, it's very mobile, as you saw how easy it was to move, and it is just an amazing, amazing addition to any gym, whether it be a home gym or a full commercial gym that you would see out there. And as I mentioned, I've been building home gyms for 30 years now. I used to put those big old bulky power plate type units in there, the vibration plates, but not anymore. The Life Pro products, the vibrating plates from Life Pro, are the units that I now put in all of the new home exercise rooms that request the vibrating plates, and more are requesting them because they know the benefits are there. As I mentioned earlier, a little bit about the history of vibration plates. It actually goes back to the 1800s. People may not realize that. They may think it's just something new that has all of a sudden come onto the scene. But the truth is, astronauts have been using it to help train in zero gravity environments. Olympic athletes have been using it since the 1960s. Professional athletes are using it. It is something that athletes around the world are using to help get better through either the actual exercise program or the recovery component, the recovery process. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to take you through a little series of cool down or recovery massage type things that I like to do personally. Now, once you've done a good lower body workout, there's nothing like this little tool to help loosen all those muscles from the waist down. I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit so you can get a good view. And I'm going to show you my absolute favorite exercise to do with the Sonic Plus percussion gun. All right, so we turn it on, and this one has 5 different levels. Once again, I usually like to use the higher, more intense vibration personally, but some people don't like that, but I've got it on level 5, that's just me. So I always start in that down position. I cross my ankle over my knee, and then I take this foot flat on the ground, and the best, my personal favorite, is finding that point right up in the back upper outer side of the hip, and you'll feel it when you hit it, and you just hold it there. And you can hold it there for as long as you want. Also, if you roll it up and down, the outside, the inside, and you may find a knot. And when you find a knot, just hold it there. It'll work that knot out. Now you got the longest muscle in your body. It's called the Sartorius. Attaches from the inside of the knee all the way up to the hip. You can follow the length of that muscle up and down, but just kind of work it all the way around. And again, you'll find certain areas that you just go, oh, wow. Just hold it there. Enjoy that. Feel that relaxation occur. And of course, when you do one side, you got to balance it out and do the other side. I always like to start down in that hip area. Find it, work it up and down, and for the sake of this streaming today, I'm going at a pretty rapid rate. I would do this a lot slower normally, and I would certainly take my time through the process. But just work it all around, find those areas that you feel need it most, and just hold it there. It's great. In that seated position, getting those quads. And again, make sure if you do one side, you always balance it out with doing the other side. And I showed you that pre-workout routine that I did with my Dyna Mini. This one kind of takes it up a notch with that intensity, and you can go really deep into those shoulders after a good, tough upper body workout, hitting the pecs, nice and steady, getting those shoulders, biceps, triceps. And then I also finish like I started with my hands, because as we mentioned, the importance of the muscles in your hand and how functional it keeps you as you age. It's so important to maintain functional movement as we age. And that includes more than just being able to go down on the ground and get back up. It means the ability to unscrew a jar, right? That grip strength is so important as we age. If you want to be better at your sport or activity, sports performance, everyday functional type movement of any kind, all of these tools that I've showed you today will help you be a better, fitter version of you. And the Life Pro community is there to support you. Because remember, just like my shirt says, vitality. Vitality is the state of being strong and active, having that energy that when you start a day, you can sprint to the finish, that you're not needing 6 cups of coffee just to make it to the 5 o'clock whistle. You want to have energy because it's in you, not because it's in caffeine. And these tools, through proper exercise programming, and again, the Life Pro community is amazing when it comes to support. So lifeprofitness.com is where you need to go right now. And again, my name is Greg Justice. I am a proud representative of Life Pro Fitness. I love their products. I love their customer support because it is about you. It's not about them. It's about you, and the library of exercises is there to help you. The community is there to serve you. I am here to serve you, and I am honored to be here today and would be happy to answer any questions you might have. Direct them through the chat to Life Pro Fitness. But again, my name is Greg Justice. I am right here in the center of the country in Kansas City. I'm actually on the state line road of Kansas and Missouri, and would be happy to answer any questions you might have about Life Pro Fitness. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to doing this again real soon.